'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. I just move how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wonder why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. First up, he's probably one of the best known personalities in the NBA. He's a dear friend to us here at 2K TV, and it's kind of a tradition to have him on every single year.
Yes, it's time to check in with the one, the only, Shaq.
Coming up next, the Nuggets taking on the Nets. For the Denver Nuggets, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Nets, Nuggets is next, right after this. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes two people happy instead of just one. So it's as simple as that. And that simplicity and creative joy is part of what makes the big man tick. Jokic said, "It helps me having fun out there. It's a different way to approach the game." And that makes him one of a kind in this league, Kevin.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jared Allen.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And he makes the first.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And Jokic drops them both. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned, and I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
A baseline J, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD, that's for 2. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. Denver passing it around, and Durant sends it back. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Jokic missing.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And Allen slams it in.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Now here's Murray. Passes to Barton. The pass to Jokic to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Murray. They grab their own miss. Good on the bucket.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Nets leading by 7. Dinwiddie attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Harris. Takes the 3. The shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Lets it go from the wing. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Barton. He kicks to Harris. Murray outside. Fires for three. Tries again. Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good.
And, you know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Harris kicks to Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jokic has got 8 points.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Allen, that's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Over Harris. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 7. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Stolen by LeVert. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And KD throws it down.
Boy, LeVert is a terrific two-way threat, guys. His defensive instincts often create offense for him.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Barton in the corner. Shoots it. Denver with a new 14. And it's good for 2. He's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Durant. Nets leading by 9. Puts it up. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. KD's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer. for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
The first one falls. And Jokic drops them both. Nets leading by 9. Here's Irving. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 12. Hangs. He lays it in. 14 points for him.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Irving. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's KD.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And Allen slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 16. Durant down low. Jokic defending. That one goes. Count it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Now, here is Morris. That one goes in.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Here's Luwawu. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Nets lead by 15.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. The Nuggets trail by 15. Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. The teardrop falls in. Morris has got 6 points.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 6. Porter passes to Jokic. Plumlee, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge...
what a play!
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Morris with the ball. Porter dishes to Morris. Harris against Porter. Takes it from 10, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Porter. Jokic has got 20.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the wide open shot from Morris drops in the tray. 9 points in the game so far.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Allen, and it's Taurean Prince in for Durant. And Denver also making a switch. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Brown. Here's Jordan, and it's sent back by Plumlee, and he's able to get it back.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Fires from the corner. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Luwawu. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Still Nets ball.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Jordan trying to free himself up. Prince's shot is good.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 11. Porter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
Tipped away, and the Nets with possession here. Nets leading by 11. And it's Prince penetrating. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, that time the setup was perfect, and Prince had an easy shot from the mid-range there.
Passes it to Daniels. Second shot opportunity. Here's Plumlee. And at last, they get one to fall. Plumlee's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Luwawu over Daniels. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the longest.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Brown out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Harris in at the small forward. A nice shot by Jordan. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 15-point game. To the middle, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And the basket is good. Brown's got 4 points this quarter. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Craig. To the inside. Plumlee, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 15. And it's Harris off the drive. And the shot is good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Morris outside. Pass to Porter. There's the triple. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down because, after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Brooklyn making some changes. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris, and Irving subbed in for Brown. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Michael Porter. Martin comes in for Torrey Craig. Gary Harris is checked in for Troy Daniels. And Murray's subbed in for Morris.
One shot.
Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing your offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie, Irving, and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Millsap, good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Bucket is good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Denver calls timeout. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris's play trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 17. And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. It's deflected.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
From the baseline. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. It's an 18-point game, and Jokic slams it in.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
And Jordan gets it to go.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now Murray. Barton outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barton's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Nuggets trail by 18. To the paint, here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wasted no time on that one. And the Nets lead by 18.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Yep, that one goes in there. Jokic has got 24 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's Harris off the drive and stolen by Prince. In transition, here come the Nets.
How about Prince? Really crafty defensively and coming up with the takeaway.
And here is Murray. Jokic on top to the inside. Barton, good on the shot. And that's now 7 points for Will Barton.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter. The Nuggets trail by 20. Murray with it, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Harris kicks to Murray. From outside, off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Barton, wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. KD drives in, and KD throws it down.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Outside Millsap. Pass to Jokic, all alone. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jokic has got 26.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Millsap has the open look, and Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kyrie Irving. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Nets leading by 21. Here's Durant. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Porter looking it over. Murray for three. Another three for Denver.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Katie, here we go.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
The Nuggets trail by 20. Passes it to Jokic. Off the left rim and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Paul Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harris.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Durant. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Stolen by Durant. That one falls. KD's got 35 in the game.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Got that one up quick. Dinwiddie's got 6.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Now, here is Morris. 11 points in the game. Outside, Porter. Clock at 6. Releases. They get it back. Here's Craig. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Craig's got his first 2 points of the night. Durant for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Morris outside. That shot off the mark. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Porter against Durant. Back to Morris from downtown, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Wasted no time on that one. Luwawu's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
3-pointer, Daniels. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Fades. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Down low. Inside. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the jam.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Luwawu. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. 19 seconds left now here in the second. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Durant just inside the line. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
And so it's Brooklyn out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 40 points. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest?
Yes.
No. He's just another level of player at that position.
You said no because you forget about Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson, and Steph Curry. Listen, Kyrie Irving is a guy you can always compare with. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. You're right.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3 side. And it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Allen. He's off on that one. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Harris. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Murray. A nice shot by LeVert.
And, you know, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert, showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Jokic. Barton's got 12.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Allen inside. He's against Jokic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Barton drives in, comes up empty down low.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Allen. They get the rebound. Here's LeVert. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Count it, good. 10 points for him.
Well, I like seeing Allen get this kind of position because you give him the rock there, and he can take care of the rest.
Some nice ball movement.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Barton. Here's Jokic. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got 29 in the game.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
KD with the bucket.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
To the middle, and Jokic slams it in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Allen. That shot, no good. And Denver the other way now.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this kid. Man.
And Millsap slams it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
In the corner, it's Harris. The three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got 5 now.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Timeout called, the Nets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Dinwiddie. And a switcher also for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Paul Millsap.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
Open shot by Murray, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 11 points in the game. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. LeVert inside the line. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Murray, the pass to Jokic, to the paint. LeVert against Barton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Barton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Shamet. Ball's knocked loose. Jokic with the steal. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Porter's checked in for Jokic, and Daniels subbed in for Gary Harris. And so Jordan nails both of them. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Dishes it to Plumlee. And he lobs it up. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those. Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, as a youth player, Porter's talent was undeniable. Unquestionable, really, but he suffered through some injuries. He didn't get a lot of time on the court in college, and he entered the 2018 draft with a lot to prove.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Barton. And Porter drops them both. Now Irving. He's got 22, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
and read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Denver's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Irving against Murray. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert, and it's Brown in for Irving. Porter dishes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive. Boy, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
And the pick fella, Mason Plumlee, you know, he could start for some teams in this league, but he's been dynamite off the bench for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you take a look at his game, Greg, and defense and rebounding and finishing, all high level. But the one thing that's underrated, but I appreciate a lot, is his passing game. It's come a long way. He does a lot to help you in a reserve role.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Brown. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And here's Daniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the pass to Morris. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Shamet. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Down low, here's Daniels.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Daniels. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Daniels. Both free throws good from Daniels. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Denver's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. To the inside. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist from Plumlee. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter. Brooklyn with the ball. 18 feet out. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Shamet's got 9.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Basket counts.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Brown. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills. And we're seeing it right now.
Here's Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morris has got 20.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Brooklyn making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Luwawu subbed in for Landry Shamet. Here's Brown. Allen in the post. He's guarded by Plumlee. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Nugget shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. But they get it back. Morris, no good. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Luwawu. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Luwawu's got 9 points. Denver's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And that one's good. Daniels.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Inside, it's tipped. Stolen by Durant. And that one, good.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Here's Morris. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. It's Allen on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. That one good for 2. 12 points for him. Allen's gone 6 of 11 tonight. More makes than misses. Daniels kicks to Morris. To the middle. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
The Nuggets on offense. Daniels passes to Plumlee. And here's Morris for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's KD. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Boy, what a night from Porter Jr. You see exactly why he was the #1 recruit coming out of high school.
Baseline try, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Luwawu's got 4 points in the quarter. Denver's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Morris kicks to Craig. Porter against Durant. Porter bounce pass. Three-pointer, Daniels, and he's good on the 3-ball. Daniels has got 9 points here in the second half. Pulls up on the wing, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Barton. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Millsap passes to Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Denver. Here's Durant. Offensive rebound, nets. He can't hit that time. The Nuggets shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You just can't allow Millsap to get that kind of position. I mean, once he does have it, he's determined to score or at least get fouled.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Murray's checked in. Good on both. Irving with the ball. Here's Dinwiddie. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And here are the Nuggets now. Dinwiddie with the steal. Over Jokic. The offensive rebound. Durant. Some solid defense from Harris. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 5 assists tonight. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Denver with the ball. Murray kicks to Jokic. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Allen. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 27 points.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
Deep 2 from Murray. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Baseline J on the way. Out to KD. Over Murray. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. KD's got 48.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Murray surveying the D. 3-pointer, Martin. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Durant with the steal. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Murray with the bounce pass. And it's Jokic missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The second chance effort. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You know, he's got such a diverse skill set. Irving can hurt you in a lot of ways. I mean, he's a player you'll have a lot of trouble game planning for.
Millsap left side. And it's sent back by Allen. He gets that one.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Dinwiddie with it. Outguarded by Murray. Pulls from the top of the key. Dinwiddie's shot is off. For Denver, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. On the wing, Harris. Buries it from 3-point range.
Timeout.
Harris has got 9 points here in the second half.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Karis LeVert. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg, still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And the basket by Kuruc. Nuggets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Irving against Murray. Down low. Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Got to respect the jump shot of Millsap's. I mean, he knows exactly when he's got a mid-range jumper he should take.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Passes it to Millsap. Now the pass to Dozier. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Dozier's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Shamet. They get it again. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Murray. Left side, Jordan. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Denver making a switch here.
Gary Harris.
Pass to Shamet. Over Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And again, Denver with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Here's Kuruc. Barton defending. And it's Kuruc missing. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And that one drops for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pass to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Back to Jordan. Over Jokic. And that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
The kick out to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Now Millsap. Harris passes to Millsap. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Millsap's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Allen, buried from 15 feet out. And the Nets lead by 19.
Boy, the big fella is so skilled. I mean, Jared Allen's jump shot is excellent for a center. Solid mechanics, and it really spaces the floor for him and his teammates. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Irving passes to Jordan. Over Jokic. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray kicks to Millsap. Barton outside. They swipe it. The 9-foot shot. Again, the Nets for 2.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Murray for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Karuch. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Cranes the three-pointer. Barton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Denver.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Jokic.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area, or he'll scorch you.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Rodions Kurucs, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Landry Shamet. The Nuggets trail by 12. Dinwiddie with the steal. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set, you get a running start to the rim, you should get a good number of scoring chances that way.
Fires from the wing, and it's LeVert missing.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Murray finds Jokic. Barton from outside. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 4 assists in the game. Nets leading by 11. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Durant. What's the status, David?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Prince's shot is good.
Boy, good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
Barton surveying the floor, and that one is good. Jokic has got 41.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And too long on the shot. The Nuggets trail by 13. And there's Murray on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 7th assist in the game. Brooklyn's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Brooklyn.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
No coverage that time.
Timeout.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Timeout called the Nets. They're in front by 10. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 12.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Prince finds Irving. LeVert with it. The pass to Prince, on the wing, Harris. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.